This is a remarkable device. I don't know what I would do without this device, but I also know that this device is crazy dangerous. Because this device connects me to all sorts of things that distract me from what is happening right here in the real world where I live. Now, I use this device a lot to keep in touch with people that I can't be physically close to. I have a friend on the East Coast who, without the ability to have a phone call, share text messages, or video chat, whatever, it would be difficult for us to stay in connection, to stay connected. We would just be writing letters back and forth, which is something people did for a really long time. So maybe, the point is, this device is wonderful in what it can do for us, but it also opens up a ton of possibilities for us to be distracted and for us to not be present. I had a friend who was telling me this story about how his wife had called him out on his social media usage, and he's like, at first I was really upset, but then it started to kind of make sense. He's like, she says, you go to work every day and you're busy at work, and so you're not on your phone, you're not doing those things, and then you come home and you immediately are trying to catch up with all the stuff that's happened on social media while you were kind of disconnected throughout the day. And his argument was kind of, well, I'm working, I can't do those things, and so this is my only chance to ... And of course, her response is, well, what you're saying is, I honor my time at work. My time at work is separate, and it is for getting things done, and there's accountability there, and it's my job to not be distracted by things. When I get home and I'm with you, it's okay if I'm distracted. And that may be an extreme example, but truly, we are constantly distracted by things that are not present. And trust me, I am 100% as guilty as anybody else. Sometimes it's more the Yankee game than it is. If the idea of not getting on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or whatever, if the idea of getting off of that for a day or for a week is vexing to you, I would say the more vexing it is, the more likely it is you have a problem, right? That you have a need to be connected in a way that might be unhealthy. So I would examine that. I would ask you to consider, are you honoring the in-person relationships with the people that matter? And I'm not just talking about spouses and children, and those are really important things. That's a big deal. I'm talking about with your coworkers. Are you able to put the freaking thing down for 2 minutes and have a face-to-face conversation where you ignore the ding or the buzz or whatever, and you just interact with the person without this other thing saying, I'm more important than you are right now? That is probably a challenge. I know that for me, I've got the Apple Watch, and it's vibrating on my wrist, and when that thing vibrates and I'm having a conversation with somebody, I'm wondering what is happening, and I have to be intentional about not looking at my watch, about not checking to see what else is happening out there. So I think healthy relationships are really built on really giving the people around us, giving the people that we want to have connections with our attention. Not part of our attention, not a fraction of it, but really giving them our attention and saying, us being here right now, this conversation is important to me. Whether it's 30 seconds or 30 minutes, that doesn't really matter. What matters is that you showed up and you were present with that person, and that you didn't say, there's something more important going on right now.